Morning, folks. Bay State Yankee here. We're working in the kitchen today. We thought we would pound out a pan of brownies. Traditional New England foods. Is anyone here from New England? Yeah. Okay. Oh, Kevin, I think we have a cult following here. Okay, so brownies. I understand that there's a lot of stories about where brownies started, who invented them, who first made them, and when they were first made. Everyone seems to agree it was around 1920 before they became really public. But I started a rumor about a year ago that they're New England. So that's it. As far as I'm concerned, they're from New England. So we're going to make brownies. Kevin's got us all set up with stuff today. Kevin, I think a lady in the second row needs a refill on wine. Okay, so we're going to make brownies today. We're going to follow my favorite recipe. It may not be the best out there compared to what everyone else is making, but it's my favorite and my family's favorite. So that's what we're going to work on. In addition to that, we've got a friend stopping in to help us, Henrietta the dead chicken. Yeah. Henrietta's been on vacation for a short while. She's been laying around the hen house and just hanging out. So she's going to stop in, check out the egg situation on the brownies, and maybe give us a hand. So why don't you sit back and enjoy your wine, and we'll get started. Okay, thanks. Okay, Kevin has all of our ingredients here today. I'll read them off to you, but again, I'm going to put it on a stream at the bottom of the screen, and then, if you're interested in making this, you can jot it down. And I'll try to make it go slower so it's easier for you folks. I'm starting off with 3/4 cup of flour. Some folks use cake flour. I use all-purpose. And then I've got a half teaspoon of baking powder along with 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. I've got a half cup of soft shortening. I use Crisco. I've got 1 cup of granulated sugar. I've got 2 eggs unbeaten. 2 squares of unsweetened chocolate. I'm going to have to melt this. I'll do that in the microwave. Today I'm using Baker's. It's old school, and that's basically how we cook. Everything is really old school. I'm using that, and then I'm going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I try to get something good. I know it's expensive, but I go for the Nielsen Massey vanilla extract. So I'm not sure what you have in your area, but invest in something good. It's a one-shot deal here. And then I'm also going to put in a half a cup of chopped walnuts. Not everybody can eat walnuts. I understand that. In fact, there's a few folks in our family that can't, and they just don't get brownies. So that's it. So I'm going to start off by taking my flour, which I did not sift, and my salt and my baking powder, and I'm going to whisk that. And the reason I'm doing that is, first of all, because I haven't sifted it, but I want to mix the baking soda and the salt evenly with the flour. It'll go better in the batter, and you know, that's just, you get a better brownie. Now I'm going to take my Crisco and get it into my mixer. Take that off for a minute. We're going to blend the sugar with the Crisco. I get my sugar in there. And while that's blending, I'm going to melt my chocolate in the microwave. Okay, now we're going to do the eggs. Henrietta's here. She's just hanging out here watching. Have her check out the eggs and see how she feels about that. Now I'm going to break these eggs into the mixer. Oh, Henrietta, that looks so good. Second egg. Well, I'm also going to put my vanilla in it this time, and it's 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, now we're going to mix that till it's well blended. Now with the mixer running slowly, I'm going to blend in my chocolate. Now we'll put the flour in. And lastly, the nuts. Now I know this looks enticing, but you do not want to lick the beater. You've got 2 raw eggs in there. We want you around for the next video. I know we all grew up on this, and maybe that's a good thing, but okay, now we're going to put it in the pan. Now a lot of people use parchment paper and they make these elaborate folded things, and some folks do tinfoil, but the old school is butter. They just rub butter in there. I find that kind of messy. I like it, but I find it messy, so I just use spray. And I put it on heavy. It doesn't affect taste, and it certainly gives me a good release. We're going to get this in the pan. It's thick, but that's the way you want it. And then you just carefully spread it out a little. It doesn't have to be perfect. Once it gets heated up, it's going to flow well. What do you think, Henrietta? Get all that chocolate goodness. Okay, there you go. Brownies. Now they're going into an oven, 350 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes, depending on how you like your brownies. And in we go. I'm starting with 30, and then we'll check them and see how they come out. And they look ready to come out. I'm just testing them a little bit, and it appears to be dry. Now as this cools, the top will sink, and it'll form cracks here. I think it looks really nice. As it cools, it will pull away from the edge, but you can see how it's very soft right now. The glass will hold the heat in, and incidentally I went to just the 30 minutes, not the 35. So I'm going to put this on a cooling rack and let it chill, and once it's chilled, then I'll cut it. And now we'll try to cut them. I just use a sharp knife, drag it across, and these, you might be able to hear it, these are almost crunchy. That's kind of the way we like them. And then a few of us here like the crust, so I slice it like that so you can get a good crust piece. Now I could have cut them a lot sooner. They've actually been sitting here a couple hours. When you cut them sooner, they're a lot softer, if that's the way you like them. But this is the way I like them. So, and it pops right out. See? No parchment paper, there's no foil, it just pops right out. So you don't need to go through that extra expense. Just some decent spray, and that's it. So there you have it. New England Brownies. What a way to go. Oh, there it is. New England Brownies. They go perfect with a cup of coffee. I encourage you to try this out. It's a great recipe. We love them. We absolutely love them. And share them with your friends and family. And you know, if you don't want to put nuts in them, don't put the nut. But in any event, I want to thank you for sharing these few minutes with me. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoy my videos, please click on subscribe, hit the bell. You get notifications every time I get creative. And for those of you in the audience, thank you very much for coming today and spending the time with us. Henrietta and I really enjoyed your company. We look forward to seeing you again. And until then, eat well, my friends. Eat well. And don't forget the